I grew up in several different countries, moving around quite a bit every 3 or 4 years, and so it was sort of a transient lifestyle and people coming in and out of my life a lot. Looking back now, I think I found sort of a home in music and listening to it, and it was like one of the constant things in my life. I studied art formally at Concordia University in Montreal, got a fine art degree there. That's where I started doing printmaking and working with fibers or textiles. And I also studied at Sheridan College and did textile design there and 2D design, basically. So I'm a visual artist and a singer-songwriter, and within the visual art field there are 3 main media that I work with. So there's printmaking, and I work with glass, with stained glass, and I do textile design, so printing on textiles, be it t-shirts or yardages. So to do the glass pieces, it involves a lot of cutting glass. So I do a lot of that up here. And this is how you cut glass. You score it, and then you break it, or you snap it. Just like that. This is where I add imagery by sandblasting. So there's a pane of glass here, a clear pane of glass with the trees that I've sandblasted, and then I choose glass that would fit as a good background for whatever image I've put on it.
There's something about this place, it doesn't quite sit right with me. And by October I'll be shaking like a leaf, like a leaf.
I don't really work conceptually with songwriting. I start with the vehicle of melody and guitar parts, and then once I have that structure down, then I sort of plug lyrics into it. It just sort of comes to life, and often I'll look back and only after it's written will I know sort of what it's about, or it becomes clearer to me, or I'll attach meaning to it. I was approached by one of the directors at the Great Canadian Theatre Company, who had read an article about me in a magazine, in a local magazine, and out of the blue just approached me, and he thought that from what he'd heard of my music that it would fit with the mood of the play that he was going to be directing.
And all I can see are fields. The house is impossible to warm up.
You know, if I'm having problems with doing a print, I'll pick up my guitar and try to write a song, and you know, the next day come back to the print and be able to see it with new eyes and realize, you know, how I need to progress. There's a lot of crossover between the media that I work with, and I think graphic design is an undercurrent of them all.
When I do, I'll be sure.
I used to always think that other people would have answers for me, but I think the older I get, the more I realize that nobody really knows, and it's kind of a lonely feeling, but you're really the person that's in control of where you go in your life.